babukela emakhaya hlezi sesenta hlezi ngamakendombi mihla nemalanga sipromota isenta yamakendombi la Kanyamazane 1214 silana sinemfowethu namuhla is coming from Joburg wathi ndoda ngeke la Pitori Gauteng kahle kahle Gauteng maboningi hayi Gauteng naye behlala naye la elokishini but is wangale that side so but namhla sila isenta nayo wabuthi uthi what's happening la isenta my brothers phekela abantu abadala labaswele bantwana labaswele yabo lalabanye abadonate ngetimbahla babuye abantu bathathe bagcoke because hey
So basically, like people can just come and donate whatever, ne?
whatever yeah so inyalo sisangafuna ukuthi umuntu achamuke nebulk yemali yakho mina ethi angachamuka nekudla noma achamuke neliklabishi achamuka nenyama we cook like we always do that
Yeah, let me introduce myself to your followers, you know.
Kahle.
Hey, yo, Nkosana's family, bafethu, this is Stone Edge, Tsekhofats, all the way from Pretoria. And Say Like You Mean It is the name of my podcast, The African Postman, yona icalela. The African Postman icalela ligazi Kanyamazane. Kunje ini code
1214
1214 or like this is where actually like basically a lot of things started for me in my life, you know, in terms of media. So yeah, in terms of media, I'm fair too. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for bringing me here, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, last year, and we've been talking, you know.
Yeah, but yonke into inesikhathi sakhona just mhlambe bekusena into kufuna shift ekuqala
Yeah.
so but ngijabule ukuthi ugcina ufika
Nami ngiyabonga.
before sikhuluma kakhulu before wena so celebrate before wena so kulapho before ma depression before covid before yabo you need to tell us back like usitshego fazi before lamagama akho losonawo
Yeah.
uchamuka kuphi khula njani background yakhe and all those things mhlambe abantu bathi uqala ukuyibona lapha empini.
Yeah, so basically Nkosana mina like I said ngutsegofatso before Stone Edge and utsegofatso uqhamuka kuphi utsegofatso kahle kahle uqhamuka lana eMpumalanga but the other side of eMpumalanga la bakhuluma khona Setswana is close to Pretoria. So i-location yakho not i-location but the village is called Pankop. And yeah man, I was brought up in a family where I'm not going to say I had everything but I had everything that I needed, you know. Like abatali bami, I'm lucky to say ukuthi like ngisanabo even today, and they brought me up to this stage. Ngibabona by two, you know. I have a younger sister, and yeah, man, like life, angeke ngithi it's easy or it has been easy, you know. Ukukhula kwami, like I went to school, in fact, just like a normal kid would, you know. And I was not like given bread like to my mouth even, you know. Like I was taught how to live with people. I was taught how to be humble, and that's why I'm the way I am today, you know. Yeah, before everything else. Yeah, and then and then like Stone Edge Kamuga, like while I get into the media world, the social media world, and then like I gave myself that name. Actually, nobody gave me that name because Elingil Kamalam in Setswana it's called Matlapa. Matlapa means a rock or a stone. So I took that name and changed it into what I'm comfortable with or what I would like to be called, like on stage or whatever that I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, so kula na mama na papa, kulisang mama na papa.
Yeah.
My siblings, abanye?
Okay, mina ngine one sibling. I'm the oldest endlini, and like ngine a younger sister. I have a younger sister, Lolo long lama, ne? Yeah, long lama, and yeah, man, like see two pela, you know. I've always been the oldest, and I've always felt like I'm the oldest because like I'm a responsibility, mom tala, or when you're the oldest in the family, abamaningi, not in a way because like I said, I'm very lucky to have both my parents who have both like good jobs, you know. Back when like to take care of us up until now. Even when I have a problem, dog, I still take my phone and be like, hey, mama, papa, you know? Like, yeah, that thing is as a corner, dog. Yeah.
So kula kwakho high school ufunza lapha ufunza vele that side and all
Yeah, ngifunze that side and like in fact like I completed my school Kopangopo. Pangopo is where I am from, where my parents are even today. And yeah, and then ngavaya ngaya Limpopo. I went to study in Limpopo for my tertiary, and then Yeah, man, that's where life started. I actually started environmental studies,
Okay.
and then I did tour guiding afterwards.
Yeah.
So my main plate, like etaflin lam, every day is from tourism, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the name of actually, I don't even work for anyone at the moment. I work for myself, and the name of my business is Moving on African Grounds. You know me, with Ngenzama tour, you know?
Kahle kahle.
Yeah, Ngenzama tour all over South Africa,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
mostly around Mpumalanga.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wayifunda khona ngale.
yeah, ngayifunda le eLimpopo.
Shele tertiary life because lapho sowuvele phela sowuphumile ekhaya lapho awusalawula lapha ekhaya lapho sowula. Yabo, sowula sewusepulukwane nepulukwane bathi akudlalwa imbasha much. Yabo. So tell us about like first day like soyahamba vele ekhaya and you excited maybe.
Mm.
Soyahamba vele nyalo soyotimela.
Yeah, and
Wonke umuntu ufisa ukutimela but akade ukutimela ukuthi basho ukuthini.
hey, faith.
Yabo, yeah.
The thing is, Wabana, like, I think a lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot of kids because you're no longer a kid when you go like to tertiary.
That's it.
Like when I say a lot of students when they go to their like for their first years, it's the excitement is you get nervous, you get anxious, you know, because you don't really know what is going to happen. I can give you an example of what the situation was like, like for me. So the situation was like this, man. So I didn't know what to expect in the tertiary world, you know.
Okay.
It's something very new. Like everybody tells you, Hore, it's not high school. And then, like when you get to tertiary level, you actually feel, or it's not high school. It's not high school.
Yeah.
So somebody told me about an example that about anything, leongayat, that you don't know.
Yeah.
Uthi kufana nomntwana when they're still in the womb. Um, what do you say?
Yakhika umbena njani?
But umntwana when like yini womb kunje.
Sisu
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah. Umama ma pregnant ngomntwana. Umntwana ngala like they actually can feel what is happening in here, but they don't know what's happening in the next world, which is this world that we're
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So that's exactly the same, man. You don't know, you can't really anticipate it. Ukuthi, like life yase tertiary yoba so it depends ngawe. You know, i-mentality yakho ukuthi ufunani elifeni uma ufika e-tertiary ukuthi like ukuthi uye e-tertiary ufuna kufika kuphi.
Yeah.
Uyanthola abanye abantu bangena ku-tertiary baphuma ngoma first 2-3 months, you know,
Yeah.
because of bathathekile ngalo life i-life yakhona it's overwhelming because everything is just exciting. You meet all these different people like from everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you ukuthi like labantu bathatha njani mfethu tertiary ku-tough dog because you meet all these characters, bro.
Yes, yeah.
And i-character yakho le genuine itokutshela ukuthi like where do you fall in those different groups, you know. So mina like one message or one advice that I can have for first years that are going to tertiary, ne? I mean, know what you go in there for. Know what like awufuni ukudisappoint abatali bakho when you get there, because you don't want to disappoint your parent in any way.
Yeah.
You know, like umtali wako probably paid a lot of money for you to go to tertiary, and then the next thing when you taking drugs or you drinking is scale, and then the next thing will fail. You know, tertiary is different. It's a different world because that's why you actually feel like imtsala. What do I do from here?
Kahle kahle. But phela
Yeah.
esinye isikhathi bokhumbula ukuthi abanye abantwana I think uma baye tertiary sebentela abatali babo basendele bona. La stories
Yeah.
mafika lena athi hayi man lento yami lebengifisa kuyena.
Yeah.
Hayi akusiyo lengitele la.
Yeah.
Understand so kugcina into letinye into libheke eceleni because lenye into mhlambe ngazi nathi sesibadala nyalo
Yeah.
so lento leyo I think ufuna sihlale nabo abantu batali bethu befuna bahlale naso lesinye isikhathi basibuza ukuthi okay nyalo sokucedzile isikole kumbe ngiyakubona uyafunza kumbe nana utimisele ngani empilweni abute mina ngani kufunza mina
Yebo.
semntali wethu ufuna kulungisa ama problems akhe ngami uthi yena bekafisa kuba ngidokotela wagcina sekaba liphoyisa yabo semina ufuna kube ngidokotela kanti mina ngifuna kuba ngitaxi driver ngiyabekisa ngisho ukuthi njalo so lesinye isikhathi asibi nalento leyo sengilenye into legcina umuntu agcina bathi drop out wende in kanti lo muntu lena akayade nomthetho makwakhe akaza yena ekutertiary akayade ukuthi tertiary kwendekalani you understand but wena ukutshela ukuthi hambe tertiary so kuletinye into lekufuna sikhulume ngayo
The thing is uyabona like i-life yanyalo ne ayifani nakudzala wabona. Our parents grew up differently whereby the only thing they could do mabaceda esigela ukuthi baye esigela futhi. Uyanthola abanye they didn't even go to school but they would force, or actually they would work hard for you ukuthi uye esigela ucede up to varsity. Uyanthola. And me I'm gonna say this, ne? If my parents are gonna be watching this, I hope you don't take this personal. So abatali, they don't believe in our passions, what we have in our heart and what we have in our brains. You know, because in life, like I said, is different. We have technology which teaches us a lot, even if you didn't go to school. Ungathola ukuthi mina ngiyazi ukucula, abatali bathi ukuthi ngicula kuphi esondweni,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But then wathola ukuthi mina ngithola wena mangifika etertiary.
yeah,
Mangifika etertiary wena kanti nawe uthanda music, uyazi ukwenza i-beat. And then wanthatha wamfaka kuphi e-studio. Then uyathola ukuthi like nalama studies ami ayayehla because of what I really love.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
i-advice yami ne, because I'm also a parent ne. So it's to actually make sure ukuthi like umntwana wakho as a parent, like we are young parent, like here I think I'm talking to young parents ne. If uyadi ukuthi unomntwana, make sure ukuthi uyadi ukuthi umntwana wakho uthanda ini. Umnike i-chance yakuthi yeah atikhulumele aende into le lakayithandzako. But
Umsapoti kuyo.
yeah, but that doesn't mean ukuthi like umntwana mele a disrespect umtali because mele aende lo yena akufunako or akuthandzako. Uyabona? So like abatali, like we must listen to our kids and actually get
Support them.
yeah, support them and get to know what they're really into and what they love. Yeah, yeah.
Se ustadishe for how many years le?
Ngenze diploma, which was 3.5 years, and then I did my tour guiding courses at Sondela Nature Reserve, which had an academy, and they actually gave me a lot of opportunity to actually expose myself in the industry of conservation and tourism. Wabona. And then other things, I've done a lot of things. So you know I'm a photographer, you know all those things. Those things I taught myself in the street, just like every language right now. Wabona, like the way ngikhuluma Swati ngakhona, even if the accent is not like that. I didn't go to school. Ukuthi ngifunze iSwati. Just like other things that I know, you know, just like talking like this on the camera. You know, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So now we have kuyacedza uyaphuma tertiary.
Yeah.
What's your first step?
Ngiyaphuma tertiary and then I get an opportunity khona le eSondela Nature Reserve. They actually gave me an internship, and then ngakhona practice what I was doing back in school, and then they gave me another opportunity to study even more as a tour guide.
Okay.
You know, and I looked at what I did both, you know, like conservation, tour guiding. Tour guiding involves nature also, but then mina ngithanda ukukhuluma futhi. Uyabona ngithanda ukukhuluma and ngithanda ukukhuluma nabantu futhi. And tour guiding was more appealing for my character, you know, because then it would give me an opportunity ukuthi ngenze ngikhulume nabantu the way ngithanda ngakhona. Yeah. And then also like I told you, like I'm 70 anyone at the moment. I work for myself. So I worked for Kruger National Park. I worked for other private companies that I don't want to mention. And those companies, they gave me exposure, man. And they really actually put a stamp to this thing. I would say, well, this is your thing. This is what you really love, you know, because mina vele ngithanda ukukhuluma but or is the way ungathina khona. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have expanded.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why uthi like you saying about like usebentile kulabanye abantu
Yeah.
uphinde ubasebentele. What happened like ungamention ukuthi
Yeah.
ubone ukuthi ngcono ukuthi usebentele than usebentele kulabanye abantu and lokusebenza kwakho lesinye isikhathi unokubhetha lesinye isikhathi to maybe for 2 months ungayithola imali ungayithola ngale ngabe usebentela muntu because ngifuna sifundise abantu ukuthi lesinye isikhathi ungathola ukuthi wena ungakhona ukudendela le nto leyo but mhlambe ungafuna ukuthi usufferishe for 6 months or for 2 years after lokhu perfect le nto but so usikhile lapha kuleyo company leyo yabona le nto ngicela ukuthi uyakuthi lapha une basic salary. So what happened like
Okay, so the thing is wabona Ngosana ne ma I never advise people to leave their work. You know, like even if I tell you or I tell anybody, ukuthi like mina I'm self-employed. You know, I never tell people ukuthi like say leave your job and be self-employed because it's not something that everybody can actually do. You know. Mina I would say that I'm fortunate and blessed and ngibonga uNkulunkulu and laba mbuke from eTulu ukuthi life yami ibe the way ngakhona and ukusebenza it's not easy because you need to make sure that you provide for your bills or you provide for the kids if you have kids. And like imali yakhona, I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed on how much work you put in whatever that you do. Wabona? Yeah, ukusebenza ku right for me. Beku right. Ekuqaleni. Mara masengilena the industry, it was more like hey man, like I can do this better. Like I said, I don't want to mention or bash any companies. Like I do my work very like 100%, like perfect, bro. Um, I want to make sure ukuthi like lento lenyendago, it's sustainable. How is it gonna be sustainable? I'm gonna do a tour with you. Like I run a tourism company. I'm gonna do a tour with you, but I want to make sure that when you leave my tour, you have something to talk about regarding my tour to other people. you know. I'm a reference, I'm a reviews. People must know that. So people must know like when you get into business or when you're starting to do your own thing, you put extra work. Because it's not like you're working for me or you're working for Ngosana and then like where you know that you're expecting 5 rand every month. But then this one, it's how much you put, how much work you put in this thing will depend how much you actually make at the end of the month, so that you can pay your bills. So yeah, like if you're a sebenda, don't leave your job until you know that you are ready to face this thing. You're going to like, hey, what am I gonna pay this thing with? Because it's not easy.
So first time sokuthi hayi sengiyekela mina umsebenzi sengifuna kutimela.
Yeah.
How was that? Like bobukeni kahle kahle. Why into ayibona ukuthi la ngatendele lento le. La ngiyabona labana ngathi lento benda imali kakhulu ngami ngiyaphisa. Yabo.
Yeah. So like basically, Mina, like I said, I'm blessed for some facts, because Mina mangicala ngicabanga ibhizinisi lenguyo nyalo. It was just a plan in my head because I could see how it's executed through other companies lang seven no? And then because I was not afraid of sharing my ideas with other people. So my clients, I would share ideas with them. We would say like, hey man, I like because by Ambu, they would say, so this is what you wanna do. Because I've opened up that passage, that way. So this is what you wanna do the rest of your life. I would tell them, yeah, this is what I wanna do, but hopefully independently, so not under anybody else. Wawa. And then like, "Omunye umuntu," like I'm gonna mention her name. It's Melike Dad, all the way from Canada. She helped me with this thing. Yeah, shout out to her. Like it's not easy for a person to actually invest in your ideas or actually even believe in them. It's really, really not easy. So like me, I'm not selfish with the ideas that I had, and I'm just having a conversation. And these people bought into my ideas, and then they invested in my company.
Okay.
Wabon. Hey man, like mancala mfethu, like when I was actually expected ukuthi ngiyeke umsebenzi because of the bookings that I was getting for my business. Bengisaba kuyeka umsebenzi ukuthi like what will happen after these bookings? Wabona? But then like wabona mawukhula ingcondo awukukhulisi ukhulisa umuntu ukuthi ukutshela ini the next person lo to advise because it's self introspection uyayenda we-one. But then you never really know ukuthi in the practical world, is it going to be applied or is it going to be easy? Wabona? But then omunye umuntu uyo lo to guarantee ukuthi lento leyo it's going to work. Let me show you 1, 2, 3. See now you have all these clients. Make sure that you do well here so that you can get good reviews. You have a website. Like you should have everything in place. Wabona, like social media works very, very well. We know that. Yeah. Yeah.
Eish ya no ngiyakuva. And lenye into my brother le mnanzi ngifuna ukubotshela abantu mhlambe singesikhathi because thina we believe abantu labayi-one.
Yeah.
If I tell this person my problem,
Yeah.
he will help me or she will help me. And ube disappointed.
Yeah.
Yonke lento. Just imagine wena utshela umuntu inkinga yakho longamati. Yabo utshela umuntu iphupho lakho longamati. And that person I think ukilo banebantu obuthembile lo bongasho ukuthi laba they can banganginceda anytime ngibashare lephupho lami but azange babe khona.
That like I wanna tell you something. I wanna a life in. You must always have that room for disappointments. I wanna like mawuya emundini just like umjolo. I'm gonna drift a bit. Just like umjolo. Umjolo like kunenye into ngesilungu bayibita 80-20. 80-20 rule. Uyabona? Kusho ukuthi like mawungena emjolweni unika umuntu i80 yakho. Wenzani ngale 20? Le 20% le yiyo yama disappointments. Uyayikhipha la kuwe ukuthi it's something that you're going to basically fall back on if uba disappointed if bayakuhetha kulo mjolo. Uyabona, just like any other thing, even in business. Uyathi ukuthi like mawuthrowa iproposal yakho kuNkosana. uNkosana phela ngeke avumelane nalento yena angayithandi. uyabona if iproposal yakho uyayidecline hayi ukuthi akakufrostani sometimes it's just that lo muntu lo wena awukathachi lama points la wena lwafunayo uyanthola so like always have that always have a thing and mina also mina mfethu ngidisappoint amajita dog like I want to tell you this like amajita undisappointed to an extent ukuthi like ngiphumile emajiteni dog we were talking about this mina ngiphumile but mina uyazi ukuthi bengigcwala la khona kunamajita uyanthola like ngiphumile kule tinto not because angisathanda abantu mina ngithanda abantu blind but then ngibone ukuthi like labantu laba mina ngithi associate nabo but bona ngathi abamfrostani mase mina ngisenkingeni or in the dark world hey bro like you're gonna touch on my depression right now yeah bro like it's those things so umuntu la engqondweni mawathi ungena kule dark world ya depression ufakwa lama disappointments la banga expecta uyanthola like ufuna uncedo nyalo mara ngeke ulithole
mara bongalithola
yebo ene wena uye kulomuntu ufuna uncedo ungacabanga ukuthi
ngahle ungalithola
yebo but and lento lene abantu amajita especially abayithathi kahle mfethu and that I'm one of those people that didn't take it well before I went into therapy I went to therapy and therapy yangisita nasengqondweni ukuthi ekuse phela life yini unga expect ukuthi everything ihambe smooth and ungathi wena use dark world everybody has to watch your dark world or everybody should be like oh shame Tseho abantu abayendi lento leyo but abana sikhathi but yebo and umuntu ngeke umblame ngeke umblame wayibona because that's how life is unfortunately and utothola umuntu lo vele utojela naleti into takho utokutshela ukuthi hayi yazini hayi senze so na ithu bob faka la wenze so akunike nama ideas because nawe ufike ngama ideas akho ufike ngenkinga yakho uyanthola yeah
mina this other guy ngifuna ukummention eligama lakhe this other guy ngamtshela mfethu eish ngibhizi ngepodcast yabo
yeah
blah 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 and some other people bathi nayo kahle ngikhulisa ngajabula
yeah
other people bathi bona hayi we can't do podcast on phone blah 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 yabona can you help me ngiyathi kusinene lesikhathi indzaba ya SARS
yeah
uwendele umuntu lo so
yeah
azange ngifihlele loyo wangichaza kakhulu athi yena eboy ngiyafisa mina ukusita but then yakhe ngiyiboni mina direction yakhe you understand angiyiboni direction yayo ngiyabukela nawo ama episode yakho but angikuva ngathi ugcwele strap yanhlanhlanza you understand so kwangijabulisa lo ukuthi wangifihlele and it makes ukuthi ngiqhubeke ngishuthe ngale phone over again you understand yes
uyazi like ngangeni emlonyweni there's a guy I think lo smartiko lo very famous in this game and he's the biggest person in this game in South Africa even in Africa MacG MacG shout out bro podcast and chill like if you're gonna watch this one day
that's motivate
that's motivate mfethu like mina lo mjita lo yangimbukele kakhulu like lo mjita lo yazi uhlala khuluma ukuthi like yena he started off shooting nge-iPad ashoot ubani girlfriend yakhe uyabona cabanga i-podcast yakhe it's over 1 million subscribers today
awucoci naye nyana
bro you can't even touch him you can't lo mjita lo akashuthelwi ifamily akashuthelwi umngani wakhe ushuthelwa ama company afika e-studio batoshuta is shortcut episode every Monday every Thursday yeah and no channel yakhe ikhulile inama show lamaningi but so mina I'm gonna tell you one thing like umuntu if ubona ngathi lento le ayisebenzi nyalo it's okay i-vision akusiyabo i-vision yakho uyanthola just like any other thing in the world bro when nyalo ungene in the spiritual world dog and then when do you think ukuthi like anyone could have forced you to go into this world it's your decision bro it was your decision and like the way letting the powerful ngakhona ne like umuntu utofika akutshela all the facts all the negative facts ukuthi like lento lengeke sebenze njani mara wena because wena uyayibona i-vision utwe execute yonke yeah so I'm gonna mention a guy who helped me out you know can I
You can. If you want to.
Mina like mangicala this thing of the media things ne. Mina bengithatha ama picture mfethu ngithanda ukuthatha ama picture kunomunye umfana hayi angifuni umbiza umfana yawuthi yami umthofi
Yeah, yeah.
umthofi
Shout out to Mthofi.
shout out to
Hey,
umthofi
net
Benny
yalo.
Ranks
Hey, net yalo bampenda. Bampenda.
kwenzakalani futhi
Hayi,
lo muntu lo uya trenda yebo
siyamfuna nyalo lapho kuphenduleke.
mele abuye so
Man, before. Sorry, ngibona ngathi lapho sesemaphethelweni.
Okay,
Siya
okay,
kwakho la
okay.
ilikazi.
Yeah.
Ngifuna sicala sikhulume ngenzaba yakho. Labantu bayifanda le ndaba yakho ngani?
Yebo
Bayifanda. Sikufuna uqala uyiphushe.
Yebo,
Understand?
yebo,
Ngifuna
yebo.
sikhulume lapho. Sizobuya lapho ukuthi sofika la ilikazi ufika kanjani and all those
Okay,
things. Yeah.
okay. So uthe ngamention lo muntu ne?
Mthofu.
Yeah,
Or the other one.
yeah.
Before lelo ngani wena labelungu.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes, asikhulume ngalenzaba yalabelungu lemkhathi bakunqeza.
Yeah.
Phela ngani namalungu bakunqeza kuqala before ikhaya.
Yeah, before even the podcast, you know. So
asikhulume ngenzaba yalabelungu bakuhlanda le idea yakho, vision yakho and then you took a step.
so mina basically like if I can like answer this question properly, ne? Mina Mama Mfanda, I had the love for this thing, but
Oh yeah.
mina it was nothing but love leyenze ukuthi like ifike la ngikhona and I'm not going to say ukuthi nginemali or anything dog but mina ngiphila kamnandi but ngiphila kamnandi because I'm a happy person most of the time and then I have things that I need most of the time wabona and mina another thing is ngiphila nabantu but ngiphila nabantu labaphilisana nami uyabona so mina I think yiyo lento lemphushile ukuthi like ngifike la ngikhona but like I perseverance yami ukuthi ngibe khona kulento like
Nakekela.
ukunakekela not but perseverance yini perseverance like perseverance yini ngesiZulu no that's a vision ukubona phambili is a vision but like to hold on to something lewithanda ukubambelela uyabona mina lento lenza ukuthi ngibambelele is the love for what I do everything that I do mina I put my heart I put my soul in it bro because I have the vision and I want to see my vision reaching la mina ngifuna khona yeah
So naba labantu bafanda. Bafanda like what do they help you with?
okay they helped me with getting in touch with agencies that I didn't know
Okay.
all over the world.
Okay.
So I've met people from all over the world that I didn't know how they even got hold of me. But then Labang City, Umeliki her dad is basically responsible for that.
Okay.
Like Umeliki when they would see like I'm connected now. Nabandula pasetulu put. I mean I did a tour with a federal judge yase California state, you know. Like umundulo nami ngizwe call ngena one time. But do you know this person ngathi I'm mad but how do you know this person ngathi lo muntu lo he's a client that's supposed to come to me in so and so date on so and so date but okay lo muntu lo you are aware ukuthi like we character leso and then industry leso we federal judge and he's a very important person in the states ngathi but wazi ukuthi like whatever happens to that person it's your responsibility uyabona ne la ngibone khona ukuthi like things
That person is big.
yeah like lapha ngiphushe khona kula ngibone khona ukuthi lento lingendawo sho ukuthi ayiphelele and even nyalo but even after ama covid like business yami isaphusha but uyabona isaphusha because of what I love I push with everything that I have yeah
Now so yabuya in Nelspruit. How did you come in Nelspruit? How did you come in Ligazi?
so mina mangphuma eKruger I resigned. You know, I resigned and I told myself that I'm going independently. I want to go independently and run this thing the way mina ngifuna ngakhona. And because I had a lot of ideas that were driving me crazy. This thing is like a calling, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a calling because if I end, yakuhlupha. Yakuhlupha. It's like vele lendo lemele we end, no matter what, you know. Mina after ngiyeka umsebenzi then ngakhona fika like ngikhona ukubona amalokishi ala Nelspruit because I'm no longer in Kruger anymore so manje ngicala ku expose myself everywhere kulamakasi lamabhaya lana Nelspruit from bo game to bo Ngodini to here. This is where I felt comfortable here. Because ilokishi lakhona it's too big and like amajita bebakhona, you know, and bengikhona nokuchila and just do whatever that I want. Yabo. So yeah, then ngafika eKarino, yeah, estate ngahlala khona. From there ngathi yeah, eKarino mana ayingeni kahle, ngathi awuthi ngegazi ngingene ebhenekani. Ngahlala le gazi then ngathola nini.
Okay.
Yabo.
Ngibani umuntu oqala ukuthi mawufika la elokishini ujwayelene naye like ugcina sokuthanda lelokishi. Because ugcina ungitshela ngamthofi I think mhlambe
Yeah, umthofi like ngimjwayele.
mawusula elokishini.
Yeah, masengila. Mina umuntu wokucala ngathi uSabelo.
Oh, sabelo testing.
Yeah, Sabelo. Usabelo because unginike indawo yokuhlala. Like unema accommodations. A very nice place, man. La entokozweni close to MRTT. Lo mjita wangitshela wathi mina ngine accommodation ngiva wathi ufuna accommodation ngathi ya. Oh, from there ngathola accommodation ngahlala. Lo mjita wangintroduce kumajita ngaqala kuya kubo Shafza ngahlangana nomthofi.
Okay.
La ngihlangana khona nomthofi because umthofi bengenza ngathatha ama picture le. Yeah.
Same mina ngibhizi ngento lo.
Yeah, ngamtshela ukuthi mina mfethu ama camera nginawo. Kwenzakalani? Wathi hayi mina hayi i camera nginayo le 1. Ngoba umthofi angazi ukuthi wenzeni ngama camera. Mfethu ubuye la kuNkosana uzomtshela ukuthi wenzeni ngama camera. Yeah, and yeah man, like because bengithanda ama camera futhi while I'm doing my tourism kwangena COVID mangena. Then ngaqala ukungena kakhulu kulama camera because there was nothing else to do. I was not guiding tours or anything. And then ngahlangana nomunye umjita bekakhona kule group le bengihlala nayo. I think I'm mentioning no.
Okay.
Or uwandile Ubisi, is that his name?
Yeah, Ubisi.
Yeah, Ubisi.
The lawyer guy.
Yeah, the lawyer guy. Like lo mjita lawyer, like wanginika i-camera yakhe. Hey,
Shout out to Wendy.
Shout out, bro. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Kunje yini le camera la?
Final simtholile ukukhulumela ngihlale ngiva ukuthi unayo le nto leyo. Nami wish to help me with my business. Namhla ngembitile. Ngaphethe ukukhulumela namuhla. Shout out to you.
Shout out. Like I will never forget that. Like lo mjita lo yamfethi like I will never forget what he did for me, bro. Like I only had one camera.
Yeah.
Lo mjita wafika wanginika Sigma. Yeah, it's Sigma camera, a good camera, bro. Like I think it's one of the best even now.
Isn't it?
Yeah, anginika a Sigma camera. Wanjela wathi because wena uthanda le nto le. Na i-camera i-70s. And mfethu nge-70s yes. Ngathi mfethu ufunani kimi? Wathi mina ngifuna lutho mfethu, mina ngifuna ukubona u-right. And because lo mjita like I opened up to him and told him the situation le bengikuyo. I was not okay, bro. Like emotionally emtimbeni I was not alright because I had depression, man. Like into le abantu bangayithatha serious.
Ngicela usiunpackele ligama ukuthi what's depression? Indlela yakho wena mabakutshele ngayo. Ukuthi what is depression?
Hey, I think Lenny mailing ngenze so. Hey man, like I think wabana masikhuluma nge-depression put ne. Like i-depression is something le ngeke uyadi mayifika kuwe. You won't know it. You won't know it because it's new and it's very dark. I think sito lo mjita. Ekse if istopile uyeke ne. Yeah, sharp. Like I mean I didn't know what was going on like in my life or with my body. Mina bengifila ama anxiety la bengadi nokuthi ama anxiety. Like I would remember waking up in the middle of the night bengakhona nokuphefumula but let me start where this thing started off.
And not bangifuna uqala unpack what is depression.
Yeah.
Abantu bathi understand what is depression.
Yeah, because abantu abayadi vele. So so mina like I told you ngiyeke emsebenzi ngaqala ibusiness yami. After ngicala ibusiness yami yapusha ngisathi ipushile kwafikani COVID mayifika but yangithola ukuthi vele mina ngidependa kuphi kule business le. And le business le ngeke sa operate kune COVID. But lento le yanthatha yambeka phansi phela. Ngadi. Yanthatha yambeka phansi, yanthatha yangisa esibhedlela, yanthatha yangisa udoctor. Dr. Mavuso. lo doctor lo ngala emuva.
Shut up Mr.
Shout out Mr.
Hayi
Mavuso.
ngiyamfuna na
Yeah.
ngitshela usiyafuneka
Yeah.
doctor uthe utongendela la.
Mina uDr Mavuso ungivusile but
Kahle kahle.
ungivuse from a state la beyathi athatha i-blood pressure yami ayithole letulu ambuda ukuthi kuse
Yini inkinga?
yini inkinga yakho omncane so ngithi mina hayi anginankinga angazi ukuthi kwendakalani uyazi lo babelo ya wantshela wathi mina unganginyengi don't tell me lies because it's not normal ukuthi like umuntu lo lingana nawe angene kule position leso then I opened up to him. I told him ukuthi like mina baba, the thing is mina ngi-independent, I don't work for anyone, and then right now I'm not even making any money, and nginama bills lamele ngiyabhadale every month. Lo mjita loya wangibukela ama-session therapy, and then nga-attenda. I wanna like it takes a man ukuthi like uye ku-therapy house or ku-therapy room ufike ukhulume tinkinga takho like one by one until uba right. Lo doctor loya uye lo mphushile ukuthi ngiyende lento leso, and I did it without anybody's push, but because of the way bengakhuluma ngami, yeah, like antshela ukuthi lento le itokubulala phela, itokubulala lento le because awuyadi phela wena. Mina ngakunika amaphilisi, ngakunika ama-antidepressants, but then they're not going to help you if when you're not okay vele. And that's when I started opening up, bro. I started talking about my problem, my real problem.
To him.
Yeah, to him. I told him ukuthi like mina angisaphila kamnandi. Le life le bengiyijwayele ayisekho.
Soft life.
Yeah. Not really soft, but yeah.
Unokufika because unazi namaphilisi ngetshwala. Amaphilisi ngetshwala.
But yazi like lento le.
Yeah.
Like phela it's so surprising and it's a shock my figure empilweni yakho. Yakushock ukuthi kwenzakalani ngami. And because that time you don't know what's going on. Mara uyatbuta ukuthi kwenzakalani ngawe. Mara if uthola umuntu lo right, if uhamba endaweni le right, utothola ilsito. Yeah, and I mean Dr. Mavuso definitely really helped me. Like I never stopped talking about him because he's the one who made me realize that I'm depressed. I was depressed and scared of COVID at the same time. Can you imagine?
Two more problems. Ngazi bona mfati ne?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Zatokbuta ukuthi leso sikhathi bekwentekala.
Bekakhona futhi. Beka supporta futhi bekahamba nami like every time mangihamba kuMavuso bekahamba nami. And uMavuso ambuda ukuthi ekuse nomuntu lo umphatha kahle. Uyamnika amacasi.
Shout out to her that time.
Shout out. Usasekhona but mina but yazi ne mina uyabona like life yami ne umuntu wami akathandi kuvela. Uyabona, and I've always kept it that way. Ngeke ngimention but I will say shout out to you. You're very special and you've done the most. Yeah. Umfati.
Baby, like makamake bekathini baby, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Baby.
Yeah, mangicala ngiwara kakhulu because mangicala ngiwara bengikhuluma kakhulu like I was short tempered, you know, but no not ukuthi like nyalo or anything, just ukukhuluma nomuntu ngathi
Hluthuka fast.
Yeah, and Angela ukuthi ayazini relax tolunga konke.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yakhumbula usho lapha ekhaya. Yazi uyangifuna ngendlini. Ngiyoba stress kakhulu. Nyalo bisi yangibuthi selo ngiyamohla la ngaphandle.
But uyazi ne?
Yeah.
Abafati bayabeketela but. And mina ngibone ngalomfati wami.
Yeah, no, bafati bayabeketela if awakho.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Nalomuyele makafuna kugaina lekagaina uyakushiya.
Yeah.
Nokunye phela sibofundisana sibuyisane ngaphela. Ngoba nje nami ngithola nomunye namhla ngithi nalo utobeketela njengalo WhatsApp. Kanti bekungasiwami yabona bekambuza ngisule emlomo ngidlule. You understand? Yes. Okay, bafati babeketela.
Babeketela but and like mina I know this because of two women in my life, my mom and her. Yeah. Wase Nhlazatshe. Ekromdraai kahle kahle.
Umthola naye laptop.
Ekrug.
Ekrug kuthola semfana. Nature wife.
nature wife
Kahle
futhi.
kahle.
Yeah, but you know,
Umthola njani like mhlawumbe nasi lama ema-sign lo yena lomthole ngakhona nasi singamthola mhlawumbe ukuthi hayi lo nguwena. This one she's the one
I mean,
yadlala.
I
Umthola njani like
mean, I was all over the place.
kahle kahle.
I was all over the place and bengincane mangihlangana naye, I'm not gonna lie. And naye bengacabanga ukuthi like singafika la sikhona khona nyalo, you know. And it was just not easy, man.
Yeah.
Mangakhuluma ukuthi ngihlangane naye njani, ayibeyothatha isikhathi.
Okay.
Mara like umuntu wakho uyamfila.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, utoyimela.
Kahle kahle.
And like you just stand there utobambelela no matter what happens, you know. Yeah. Toba buhlungu, toba mnanzi, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Kahle kahle. Hayi bakuve depression
Yeah.
bakuboleke malona bathi nje ama-camera.
Yeah.
Bakusitile connection and all those things.
Yeah.
Lockdown
Yeah.
yaphela. Depression goes away. New life started.
Hey, bro.
COVID year 2020.
Yeah,
So
2020.
now 4 years.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, and I don't wanna like before I get further, I don't wanna forget that 2020 was also the birth of the African Postman, which is a channel that I'm pushing.
Okay.
And I just wanna mention and give a shout out to a few people.
Okay.
Samgelo Shongwe, Nkosi Siphile Dlamini, Mahineken, Malumbi, all the way from Tegwani, Boste, Ngobeni, like Ibo Ndwandwe, like there's a lot of gents, you know. And I also wanna thank like Labantu Lava be part of the channel, you know. Like Pressure SA is doing big right now. Like he just went viral, and then Bo Naledi Rebo said they started off with me ngama shows akufana nabo Freestyle Fridays, you know. And those people they pushed me. Ukuthi like le channel yakho it's dope, and you actually are good at doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Wabona? But uyazi abantu baphela umoya, abanye amajita baphela umoya, bro.
So ngasiyabo le.
Yeah, mina lento lengabatshela ngathi yazini, like I can understand ukuthi like everyone has their own things to do, but mina le channel le angiyeki.
So the channel is ngani?
Le channel ibhizi development for broadcasting. Development and people that basically wants to showcase their talents. That's what we called it. And then it was also a channel later focus on broadcasting like a lot of things that are happening in the townships, not just Kanyamazane, but everywhere else, you know. But then also it's also a matter of just reaching those people. It's not easy. Yeah, but we're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
We're getting there. Like we just hit the mark, 500 subscribers, and we hoping to get more. The African Postman. Go like, subscribe, and comment on our content.
And share.
Yeah, and share. Yeah.
Yeah. So depression goes away. Is everything life. New life. New life. Yeah. But you
Rebirth and reborn.
Yeah.
Hey, uyazi inkosane. Mina life yami ichinje somehow. Ichinje to an extent ukuthi like abanye abantu they don't even understand the life that I'm living anymore. I don't want people to understand my life anyway. So mina i-channel le ngibonisa lokuningi yenze ukuthi like abantu recognize the way they didn't even see me. That's where Say Like You Mean It came. Say Like You Mean It is a podcast that is on the African Postman by myself, and it's my baby, you know. It's something in the broadcast world. This is me totally, you know. Nobody helped me through it, but then everybody that's on the team right now came because of they liked the idea of Say Like You Mean It. Yeah, and this is my new life, Say Like You Mean It, and moving on African grounds travel company. That's what I do now.
So how's life now?
Oh, life is soft.
Yeah. So proud of you.
Yeah, bro. Life is soft, but hard. You know, like you must know, like before it gets soft, it was hard, and like it doesn't mean like because it's soft, you don't get the hardness anymore. Bro, the hardness you'll always get because you'll always work hard for that thing. Ukuthi le soft, go remain, go be soft the way ngakhona. Yeah. And abantu bane a different perspective ngama abantu bacabanga ukuthi maybe Kanyile, I have a lot of money, nyalo, and stuff like that. But it's not like that, man. But I like how they think about me. Because me, like, if vele benginemali, I was gonna share it with the world, bro.
Yeah,
You know, like I promise you, like if Mina I had money today, when I knowing me, I'm sure
yeah.
you do thinking that. Mina, if I had money, I would be like this on Ngosana's show.
Yeah.
Like
Sha.
yeah, you know, like give people
Number one.
give people into le now because I've realized ukuthi like abantu bayithenga kakhulu imali and abayithengi ukuthi bayoyidla rough abanye. Abanye bayithenga ukuthi bananekele their families.
Yes.
You know, their kids. Bayayifuna bayayidinga le mali. But abanye bayifunelani bayifuna kuyo splash.
Yeah, bafuna ukugcwalisela.
Yeah, bafuna ukugcwalisela bafike endaweni bathenga amabhodlela ukuthi abantu babafile.
Yeah.
So that's not the type of life that I live. I mean, I believe in humbleness. If you're humble,
It will humble you.
it will humble you, man.
Just imagine yabona nje ukuthi bantu bayidzinga imali. Yabona njenga license.
Yeah.
You really need money.
Yeah.
Because you're running maybe siyakubo 4 to 5 ngesikhathi.
Yeah.
So bantu bafika baze bajikiswe uyababona mse bantu bathi bajika basekude kude.
Yeah.
Yabo.
Yeah.
So if imali beyikhona ukuthi bantu bangaflash ngayo kakhulu.
Yeah.
Ngoba bafika baflashe ngemakabishi bathenge
Hey, but-
ngabangqona. Yabo lento le.
Hey, but-
Ngabangqona as we say ukuthi bantu bayidzinga imali for my families wabo lana banethi bafisa ngithi angadla. Phela kunemuntu wathi iplate yakhe lokuqala nokugcina la ibreakfast yakhe nelunch yakhe nesapha yakhe netetliwana kalithona.
Yeah.
La center
Yeah,
la.
bro.
Sihlenya la sifisa ukuthi ngathi ngavela umuntu ethi afike nethi athenga umakabishi.
Hey,
But
bro.
it's life yabo lento le ukuthi bantu bayidzinga imali. As
So
we
like
say.
lana kahle kahle ngiyathengisa.
No, you're not selling.
Mhm.
We're just cooking for people that are hungry, that are desperate, that they don't have food for free.
Hey man, let me say
The center.
let me say something on your show, bro.
Yeah.
Ekse uyabona like lento le yenda unkosana and abantu la sebenza nabo ne.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and say it in English ne.
But it's not my thing.
Yeah,
I'm just supporting them,
that's what I'm saying. Unkosana and abantu la sebenza nabo ne. So it's something le anyone else cannot do. Mina tina sababona abantu ba flash imali ku Facebook.
Yes.
I can mention a few people, man. Like because I'm not scared, man.
Yeah.
Bo BI phakathi, they always giving people money endleleni emgwaqweni. Banika lama street kid, yabona. But then mina I feel ukuthi like umuntu akufanele ukuthi umnike imali like that if akayati and if uyabona isimo sakhe ukuthi lo muntu lo uyothatha le mali ayindani athenga ama drugs ngayo. Why don't you go into such centers
Yes. And do that.
and do that? Not even if you don't give him money. You don't have to give him money. Bring whatever that you can. Tenga ama cabbage, tenga ama tamatisi, tenga ama onions. Ulethela, tenga impuphu. Lethala because lesentale yenza ukuthi abantu baphile each and every day. I'm sure and I'm definitely sure unkosana I'm sure naye uzongitshela there's a person. I'm not going to mention people, but there's a person lotala every day because uyadi ukuthi utothola kudla.
Yes. Every day.
Because akunayo enye indzawo la ngathola ukudla khona. So imagine if wena uhlala la Kanyamazane or if you are a member of the community and then uyayibona le center every day and you have that money in your pocket to buy whatever that you can and bring it here, but still you're not doing it. I don't know, maybe you don't think about it. If you don't think about it, i-conscious ngeke ukushaya. But then if wena uyazi ukuthi kunenzawo leso, why are you not doing it and how are you feeling if you're not doing it and you are a baller uphethe imali ukanyile uphethe imali so phela salati nina labantu la ukuthi ninemali. Yeah,
Yeah, we can say something like that.
that's what we learn, you know, and that's what we also said in the beginning ukuthi lento le like ukuthi like uya ube ne disappointment room
Yes.
like la kuwe as a person low part ku le group le rana le center le because right now you depending on ama donations and if ama donations akafiki kusho ukuthi like
What else?
and imagine ngosana ne because lenzawo le wena uyithathe ngenhlitiyo yakho phela nyalo. Imagine if umuntu ocala uyangena ekseni in the morning mangena da akunalutho, how are you gonna feel, man?
It's tough.
Yeah, umuntu ocala lo wathi ukuthi like udlala every day and
Namhla kunakudla.
but namhlanje akunakudla, like how does that make you feel? Let me ask you that question.
Ngononyalo ubonile kubhlungu abantwana bajika. Ayidzale nyalo bangenile abantwana basikude kuhle.
Hey man, like mina I'm appealing to anyone angadi ukuthi, and I don't want to mention people laba nemali lana. I'm appealing to everyone who is in Nelspruit, who is Kanyamazane, who is in Kanyamazane or everywhere else. like neighboring townships, ne. Bafethu, there is a place. Kunja, the name of the center in
It's Good Morning, was it Good Morning Kids Zone? Yeah,
good.
yeah, Good Morning Kids Zone Food Center,
Yeah,
something, yeah.
yeah.
Good Morning, good, yeah.
Kids zone.
Yeah,
I
Kids
saw
Zone,
a kids
yeah,
zone.
yeah.
It's lana kanyamazane next to a police station. Like please, like Sancela. Oh, Mr. C, like you mean it. Stone
Yeah,
Edge, Utela,
yeah,
Ungosana.
kahle kahle.
But you like come and help people like this. Come and help centers like this because they actually depend on our donations
Yes.
for them to actually stand to what they are today.
Kahle kahle.
You know. Lo
Yeah,
mjita akaholi phela.
no, I came here
Award
ukuthi
put.
ngithi bathini nge-media
Yeah.
just to share. Ngoba
Yeah.
labadzala ngani abanayo media.
Mhm.
So let me share because nami 100% ngihlale ngila. I eat here, I live here.
Hey,
Mangiphuma endlini ngita la unless nginohlangana nomuntu somewhere before. But everything la.
Hey, put.
And le center besifisa uyivula till Saturday, but asikhoni.
Because of like lama
Because of the
resources and
resources we don't have.
yeah,
Just
man.
imagine nyalo la ngiva kwethu lana. I-office lembombela la. Lihleli lisebenza and there's a kitchen lapha ne-toilet. But abakhona ukusivulela lona. Abafuni because maybe angathi ukuthi you know ukuthi kuya ngokuthi ngizibani
It's political.
Yeah. So abafuni yabo kumbe abafuni kumbe kufuna si-apply kumbe kufuna kubuye ejesu.
Ah.
But this thing buka amatamatisi ehleli mhlawumbe. You
Hey,
can see
put.
ukuthi into ehleli
Hey,
mhlawumbe la
put.
because sinawo ne-toilet abantu abazali bafuna kungena e-toilet abakhoni.
Yo.
You understand? You see how painful things are like ligas lesinye isikhathi ukuthi ibuhlungu njani.
Ash.
You understand?
And you know, ne, the sad thing is this is happening all over South Africa, you know.
Yes, yes.
Like me, I always say, with like, government should start looking at people that actually need it,
Yes.
you know, because abantu laba khona laba phila kamnanzi nyalo, akusibantu laba idzingako le mali lebayitholako, you know, like I wish this should happen in each and every country in Africa because Africa is dominated by corruption.
Eish, mfethu.
Eish, ama leaders ethu siyanivotela like each and every time, each and every session yakuvota siyanicela ukuthi like nibukeni like labantu laba so bakufana nabonkosana and the centers they actually trying to push abantwana labazama kubasida like through media or through food or through whatever babukeni and don't want to come to Ngosana and use him for your own benefit.
Hey, that's the problem.
That's the problem,
That's
bro.
the problem. If ukhuluma kakhulu,
Yeah,
bafuna ukuthi
yeah, because when now you have a platform yokuthi
Yes.
like bangabuya la
Yeah.
batokhuluma ngama agenda abo
Yes.
wabona
Yeah.
politically ufuna ukuthi like avele ufuna ukuthi alethe le 100 rand
Yeah.
because ufuna ukukhuluma ngama
Yeah, push agenda yakhe.
yebo
So we tired of that. Siniwe.
Siniwe because
You understand?
siyasadi, siyawadi
Yes,
lo.
and it's youth and it's sesiniwe sesiyalimala, you understand?
Amen, amen.
Like it's killing us.
It's
every
killing
day.
us, it's
Every
killing
day
us.
It's killing us, my brother.
Hey, like our unemployment rate right now in South
Every
Africa,
day,
bro.
statistics yakhula.
Like it's
Every
over
day.
40%, bro. It's over 40%, I think, if I'm not wrong. And Lendo Leo, I come nans put
Type show.
because like 40% of youth, I can say, it's unemployed. What are they doing in the streets? Put
Prostitutes,
by choncha,
nyaupes, criminals, all
everything.
Gwendayibona.
Yeah, bro. Because they don't have anything to do.
Yabona le nyendo lebhora ukuthi bakutshela ukuthi go in school, go to school,
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Uyafunza uba nama-diploma
Yeah,
okuhlala
yeah,
la.
yeah.
There's no way.
Baningi laba
So na
hleli
35
ngapha.
abaqashi,
Yo,
you don't have
yo.
experience. Bafuna ube ne-experience. Uyithathe ku?
Zero experience.
Cabanga.
Mara uphethe diploma with degree.
Yeah, yeah.
Put ibhlungu kakhulu.
Mawuthola
le.
umsebenzi, sira udizile kube bakulele.
Yebo. Put. And it's sad ukuthi like lana eMzansi like that's the norm, you know.
Yeah, kunormal. And ugcina uphatha nemuntu wena uphathwa umuntu ongafunzanga wena ufunze kudlula.
Yebo. Yebo. And I'm not gonna say this, ne. I'm not gonna say this because of anything, ne? But that's why abelungu basicelela. Like I'm just gonna say this, thina abantu bamnyama abelungu batosicelela because thina asithandzani setwana.
Basendile lo.
Yeah.
And siyakubona but asakufix.
Exactly.
We having 30 years full
And
ANC iphethe lapha.
Bro.
Nothing nakunye
Bro.
lekulese back ebantwini. No
Bro.
thing iyakumosha.
Bro, like yazi ne hamba no vote ne, but do the right thing and vote for the right party and the right people because asafuni ukuhlupheka.
We're tired.
Asafuni ukuhlupheka and Before Svala, I know we're gonna close soon.
Yeah.
Hey man, youth, I'm gonna start talking to you like right now, like this last minute, ne? Youth, yeah, to youth, yeah, South Africa. Hey man, let's stop thinking on our feet. Let's think with our brains. Let's let our brains work for us. Don't think ukuthi like wena utosebenzela ingqondo yakho. Ingqondo yakho itosebenzela wena ukucabangela nokuthi like life yakho kumele benjani.
Yathi lento lesho kufana ukuthini? Bathi work for money in order money to work for you.
Oof,
So, but we
powerful.
it's so shocking.
Powerful.
Those politicians, all of them, they mention it's a million, a billion, but they still want power. So they don't have the man.
Bro, there was 500 billion.
Yeah.
Phela lento la kusiyakuzala phela
Yeah,
yathi mara
yeah,
ngathi
yeah,
sikhodliwe
yeah,
futhi.
yeah.
There was 500 billion that was allocated for COVID. Iphi le mali? Bobani labayitholile? Bobani labasayithola? Like yendeni le mali empilweni a young person or yabantu? Like abantu basahlupheka but abantu they still living in shacks. Imvula mayini abantu amande abathatha. Mara bekune 500 billion.
Ngani uyibonile mfana wathenga imoto sileyi makuthenga singo yabantwana leyo uthenga nini yana. It shows you ukuthi le mali akayijwayelanga bekayithole lesikhathi leso sikhathi leso. Bekayijwayele kwenda imali but that one uyithole easy so quick. Base sicela company yakho sitofaka imali wena sinike imali leso.
Yes but
And akazange connect ibamba.
azanga but le mali beyiningi kakhulu and because akayitholi in the right way.
Yeah.
Uyabona ukuthi hayi
That's the reason.
awuthi ngiyimosha.
Yes.
Awuthi ngiyimosha.
So siyalimala as a youth.
Kakhulu.
Siyalimala every day.
Kakhulu.
And i-ANC yethu sorry kusho njalo
Yeah.
ayisebenzeli ngalutho.
Yeah.
You understand? If
Yeah.
ngabe bathi beyakhona labantu bakuzala bakutshela ngemabhunu akuzala ukuthi umsebenzi bongawusweki. Amabhodi avuliwe,
Hey but
kunemasulumane,
kunema-drugs,
ungayi-understand just
neNigeria isishayile like isishayile noshaye bafana neNigeria. Bebajabule kakhulu ama-Nigeria agcwele so eSunnyside. Like that's how you see how crowded the country is with people bangaphandle. Like if first goal mayingena but ngive eSunnyside yo angihlala eSunnyside mara bengidlula eSunnyside. If first goal mayingena ngive eSunnyside yonke vibrate but igoal ya Nigeria ngathi ha lana kanti kugcwele abantu bakuphi kahle. Yeah, but and like it's heartbreaking, you know, because and it's saddening that abantu bangaphandle badala eSouth Africa batomosha everything, you know. It's very sad ukuthi like umuntu wala eAfrica stothi hey angangeni eSouth Africa at some stage because bayamosha because umuntu makamoshile mababuka ukuthi lo muntu wakuphi bathola ukuthi lo muntu akusuka la eSouth Africa. It's very very sad. Now even employment illegal or unlawful or informal employment bathatha labantu bangaphandle because they're cheap labor. Because mina mangifika le ngifuna ukwenza igarden yakho angifuni 5 rand ngifuna i10 rand. Marena utoyithatha ne250.
After some years so phethe wena.
So phethe wena.
Umqashi.
Yebo but
Ligama lamlungu unyanga wena.
Yebo
ngoba lengena ngeliguqula selubita yena. Yangivezisa.
but
So namuhla bengikhuluma na other guy I think sina 30 years sikuphawa.
yeah
But
over 30 years.
Yonke lento le beyento abelungu solo sayenza. Kumatcha the way kumatcha ngakhona belungu. Like everything makushonela iphoyisa benda the way bekwenda ngakhona belungu. Everything ubalele into kunye sengokhohle because ingqondo yami namhla ibhizi. Kuningi lokuthi asikanjinjana kunye sina. Senda lento abelungu. Tosikahle belungu solo baphethe yonke lento le.
Because thina sibuke corruption masingena ku power but
Thina basibekile solo kurana bona labantu.
yebo and uyazi why mina bengibeka so thina masingena kule power sibuke lokuya
Ethunjini lami ngiyi-one. You understand? So mina ngithini mina ngesingami. Ngithi mina ngcono abakuthathe konke bangaze baflash ukuthi babeke umuntu omnyama bathi nguthi nguye lo runner lena because the runner ngibo labantu laba and abantu abamnyama baphinde bahluphekise thina triple times yabo. Ngcono bayithathe yonke because mabhenga aphethe ngibo umhlaba wethu dlule kulanza everything wethu nakuye kude sikulanza. So ngcono bayithathe back lento le because sina sihlazo la South Africa kuba nje ballot paper kuthi banganani emaphathi.
And lento le like ilana eAfrica mfethu. Ilana eAfrica mfethu like corruption hayi ukuthi like ayikho everywhere else ne. I-corruption ikhona everywhere. But then lana eAfrica it's worse. Yeah, it's worse because now we allow this behavior to proceed with like from generation to generation, from power to power, you know, like that's how it is. Yeah, but we're still thankful for the likes of yourself, bro.
Yeah.
People laba sakhona ucabangela abanye abantu
Hey, mfethu.
because with this practice ne, even if ungathola i-10 million nyalo ungeke uyidle uyi-1 ungeke ukhona.
Angeke bavume ukuthi intshore because they know very well ukuthi sesimoshekile. So bafuna vele uhlale usonke.
Yeah, wena like ngeke ukhona ukudla uyi-1 udobita mina uthe.
You know one thing my brother, umuntu lo imali enganamsebenzi nayo. Like I can make an example. If mina ngithi mina nyalo ngifisa kunathi Hennessy.
Yeah.
Kuneplan ukuthi ingavumbuka ngathi lento lo moya ngathi uyeva ukuthi ngosana ufuna kunathi Hennessy yabo cha umuntu angithengele Hennessy nema ice nechwala nabo cheers bekhona yabo.
Nama mix.
But if kithi mina ngifuna forma sake cement.
Umuntu ngeke angwendele lento leto kwakha.
Ngeke.
Leto kwakha. Uyanthola umuntu ufuna ukuthi uhlale la akunathise yona le beer leyo and then ukuphelele lapho. Then nisuke lapho nitsakiwe yeva. Nitsakiwe nisuka la bathini la endumbeni. Nisuka la nitsakiwe lo muntu ukuthengela utshwala ba over 1000. Mara lo muntu uhluleke nokunika 50 rand manhlukana.
Uthenga singo kusema.
Yanthola bhuti. Ibhlungu bhuti.
Every day ibhlungu lento leyo ayipheli. Into lebhlungu yema politician i1. Le babende kona bona bendathini.
Bhuti.
Baya kusibanibani nazibanibani uhluphe ngo Rupex. Ngani ma Hoppenheim. Abuya atongenelela kini ngani. Angithethi the way bamthethi ngakhona le bambide uyabambide ngakhona ukuthi stupid. Athi ukungenelela amanye abantu labanye ngaphasi kwakhe. Labanye baphasi kwakhe bendele thina njalo sigcine kufika la kithi. Thosi kude lichinje lesothola.
Yabona lento leyo. They're doing exactly what the apartheid did to us.
Yes.
Like indirectly so.
Yes.
Like with the power in their hands now.
Bedi power ngisho ukuthi bababekile babaplugile.
Yeah, just bona ifront. Ifront. Mara, like I said, I mean, I'm very glad that I could luckily and eventually make it to your podcast, you know. Yeah. Mfethu mina ngiyabonga mfethu.
Yonke into yeneka ngereason.
Yeah.
Isikhathi and nokubeketela.
Yeah.
Zama kubeketela if kuhlula yabona ukuthandaza my brother.
Yeah.
So important.
Yeah.
Uthandaza my brother.
Yeah.
Uthandazela ukuthi ulala ungakadlanga. Uthandazela ukuthi ngilele ngakadlanga. Leke nangitoli. And mawudla ungakhohlwa ukuthi wena ukilo wangadla. Sine siyakhohlwa. And umthandazo wakho you must be straight. If ufisa intombatane lehle lepakile uyakhohlwa kuba ingcondo.
Ungaba lislender.
Yangana kuthi ngifisa lehlakaniphile ukuthi ngihlupe. Kuthi ngifisa yellow bone ilo bathi ngikubita ukuthi ndokwethu lokya. Maslay Queen,
yeah.
Base kukunika lenkinga neslay queen. So khohlwa ukuthi uthandaze wathi. So everything oyendako empilweni ithandazela. No matter ungayibona ngathi domwe. Iyafika lapha le understand? And yonke into lesikhulumako i-energy isa connect ngayo. Ngatshela ngilomye baba ukuthi imagine into leyi-1 ne. Uba nemoto yakho, uyayi-driver. Thosi second hand, yabo ayina insurance. You go, awukazi ushayisisa. You go and buy a new car. Uthi awufuna insurance, but ayiphumi ngana insurance. We keep it up a store. Uhambe nayo for maybe 5 years when imoto mhlawumbe ibhadala for 5 years.
Yeah.
After all awukazi ushayisa nayo kayi-1 ngayo.
Yeah.
Ukhiphe le insurance. Angeke kuphele nendlela.
Fana
uyeva ukuthi wena ukhipheni lento yakho. Ishaye le Caribbean repair.
Ifana nephone bhuti.
Yeah.
Ifone uyifaka bathini screen protect.
Yeah.
Le screen protector uskip. Net vela mawuphuma emotweni angithi sibeka amafoni la. Mawuthi uyaphuma phone phansi.
Mara ukhathi une screen protector sikazi siphuka.
Azange iwe nakayi-1 bhuti. Azange iwe.
Nganyanya ngento ukuthi lento ingale ngendlela ngathenga iphone mangithenga bathi ungakhiphi le sim card efonini. Bengisebenzisa le phone nale sim card bengakazi iwe le phone. Ngakhipha le sim card ngafaka enye sim card lengifuna yona mina. Yawo yafahleka le phone ngathi ngiyalena bathi bangitshela ukuthi ngemalanga la so le sim card bengekho le phone. Singabuthi sim card ngiyelo ibambe le phone singawu na.
Phela yazi ngeke bakunike insurance.
le sim card ngiyo lebambele phone na
Fana nemoto mayenza accident ufake ama rim. Bakutshela bathi la rim la.
awase ale moto
Yeah, akusiya le moto.
ngeni lapha emotweni. So guys, your last words, my brother Valen.
My last words is this is 2024, and I know the year has gone already. This is the second month. It's a beautiful month, a month of love. You know, we are red and white this month. If uthanda umuntu wakho mkhombe ukuthi uyamthanda. The whole world is doing that, and they're pushing that narrative. If you are a believer kuletindo, go ahead and spoil your women and spoil your loved ones. And like I said, my name is Stone Edge. Follow me everywhere on social media. On Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok, I'm Stone Edge Mogosti. And the name of my podcast is Say Like You Mean It. And check it out on all social platforms also, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. And I don't want to say a lot. I think we've said a lot this whole time. But thank you very much to the biggest podcast in Kanyamazani, soon to be big around the world, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
Guys, no, support nini as much as we can. Usupporta kakhulu, like, subscribe, share.
For free.
Comment.
For free.
Because my commented ngiyosana ukuthi sibe motivated every day, yabo.
Free.
Because nendele lento lena mahala, sikhiphe from ehlitweni tethu ukuthi
Yeah.
sifundisane.
Yeah.
Namhlanje ufundzile means what is depression.
Yeah.
Yabo.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the podcast?
Yeah,
Yabo.
yeah.
How did you study it? Blah blah blah. All those things. Ufundzile lento lena. But you say like, subscribe and share and comment. You understand? Yes. Because khona lo muntu ofuna kwathi ukuthi hayi man khona lo iphathi ongambuta ngayo. You can call him again one day. Aphinze abuye toyiphendulela wena.
And if I honor that, go and comment. So that you can tell us like, hey guys, I didn't have data, but you guys are doing a great job. Sikuthengela idatha kwazi bani, you know, like singakuthengela nedata bafethu.
Brother ngibongile kakhulu.
Akubonga mina futhi.
Valentine yethu soba sispenda la kaGogo Ndombi. Siyathandzana la kaGogo Ndombi. Gogo Ndombi on the 16th February we are birthday.
Oh, okay.
We are birthday. Vele soba silaso, soba stress up lana.
Nice.
Imali side mari, imali yoba khona. Understand? Vele la bathandza ukuthenga amakheke netshwala. Bovela this time. La bafuna kuthenga kudla abaveli, but nyalo sicela bavele labana sto celebrate na Gogo Ndombi. Simhalelisele ukuthi wena umsebenzi omuhle kakhulu aphuma enhlitweni yakhe. So ngelanga le Valentine so mniki Valentine yakhe ngelanga le birthday yakhe simnika lithando kakhulu ukuthi ajabulele nabo sister laba volunteer yako la every day, they're not getting paid. Bahlale bafikile, you see they are driving a car bo Gogo Ndombi bane van yabo. Funa bayithele petrol every day kusibethe la e-center.
The whole maintenance, yeah.
Imali ngelanga. That's a lot. Ngeliviki mhlambe we spend maybe 500 rand or 400 rand or 350. You understand? So let's support one another. Lelo kunako mfethu ezama ukuthi incindi usinedi ngiyothenga likabishi ngolishare. Leli kabishi lelo lodliwa more than 10 people.
And asifuni
le mali.
Yebo.
Buya na likabishi lakho more than 10 people lelo langa leli bodli bosuthi.
Sometimes just passing here ungana lutho ungene uthi mina bengithi into obingelela and lo msebenzi lo niwendako umuhle. The word that you pulled out that you put out there. It's beautiful. Yeah.
I'm a brother, shout out to you ukuthi uvuyile. You back strong.
Yeah, man. And it's good to be here.
So sweet lika so hlala eJozi. Shooting apartment. That's why abantu basine manje.
Angathi but yes
maybe yendawo le bathusa wena.
I-life yami ngiphila kamnanzi but yabona mina one thing lengayendi ukuthi ngithi cindzetsele ngithi ngithi ncisho futhi ngithi hey mina ngihlupheki but asihlupheki awuhlupheki usaphila while you have umoya and your head, you know, because those things can work for you. But asingakhulumi kakhulu. This is Stone Edge, and thank you very much.
Shut up, guys.
Say like a minute. Go subscribe and go subscribe on my guy. Yeah.
My name, Lona yami is Asikhulume podcast.
Asikhulume podcast. Yeah. Oh, and I have a surprise for you, ne? I need to create a logo for you, but I will send it next week for your podcast so that you can put it here. Logo. Usibeka la iconic. Shout out. Asikhulume podcast. Thank you.
Number 1.